Hi guys, Artiar here. So I don't know how do I start this video. Right, so this video here I'll be going through the mechanic of the Nocturne, what is it called? Nocturne Echoes. Alright, I'll be going, okay, I'll call it Umbra pool. So I'll be going through this Nocturne Echo Umbra pool. I will be going through Sick Fright as well, like basic concept of how Sick Fright works, and the currency of the how to get ether disc, how do we what is this reward thing, what is the short function, what is this blast node, everything you need to know about this Nocturne Echo. And why am I so disappointed with this concept? The concept is good, but the way they introduce this function and the way they use this function is disappointed. Alright, so first thing, right? The good thing is ether disc can be buy through Nexus Crystal. Alright, let me go through the good thing first because there's a lot of bad thing at the back. The good thing is ether disc can buy through Nexus Crystal and there's no limit, which is good, right? We can buy like 100, 200 based on how many Nexus Crystal we have. But the problem is, this ether disc is time limited, so you are not you are forced to use all your ether discs within the patch, because this Nocturne Echo will only last for 21 days, which is one patch long. Then for this Nocturne Echo to rerun, it will take 4 patch, which is 2.5 months. So after 2.5 months, it will have a new Nocturne Echo, which is a new Umbra Esper, and then you are able to pick either you want to go for Siege or either go for the other new Umbra in the future. Alright. Then another good concept is there's actually this wave marker that will grant you additional pulls. So the more you pull, the more summon you are able to get, and then up to 160 pull you are able to get another 5 more. This is also a good concept, but the price for getting the nether disc is high. So you can look here, there's only 2 ways to get it. It's either through this pack, which is the pay to win, and or purchase with diamond, which is good. Okay, this function here is good, but we look at the price here, 600. This 600 here is actually triple price that we're actually doing with Gold Records. I understand that they wanted to make it more rare because like Gold Record is 200, ether disc is higher rarity, and then Shimmer Record is 800 based on the tricky shop, the bootleg market. So the price I already know is going to be 200 to 800 between there, but in the end they picked 600. Okay, so I hope they actually reduce this to make it like 400 or 500, because triple the amount of it is actually very high. Like let's say I have 90k Nexus Crystal here, the amount I'm able to buy is 151 summon. Alright, then probably you might actually think that, oh, cause the hard PT of this Nocturne Echo pool is only 80, so basically we are able to at least get 1 copy, which is fine enough, right? You're not wrong, but there's another thing about this Nocturne Echo pool is they don't give Wishstone. They give you a currency called Blast Node. This Blast Node here is actually very good. Every 1 summon you do, you earn 1 Blast Node. Sorry for the Discord ping. But yeah, the Blast Node here is good because it's a currency, works like Wishstone. So in the Gold Record pool you get Wishstone, and then you use the Wishstone to get the elemental Esper that you want to wish for that, which is also a good function. But the difference is the Wishstone here is forever. It's a permanent content, a permanent item or permanent function. We can actually use it, we can save the Wishstone, and then we go for the feature banner. Right, so why this function actually make Dislyte so good is because we can save Wishstone to wait for the Esper that we want, and we use it on the Esper. Then we can just freely use our Gold Record or probably use our Nexus Crystal for Gold Record for summoning. But in Nocturne Echoes, it's not really that case. So this blast node, you are not able to save it because this point will reset when the current Shadow Song shop ends, which is a bad design. Why not just let us save the blast node? Why not just let us save the blast node even the echo pool end, since we already summoned it? So let's say I already summoned 80 times here. Why not just let me save this 80 times? After 2.5 months, I do a few more summons and slowly I can gather more blast node to go for something that I really want. So what this blast node works is, you go to the shop function, there's gonna be the limited Esper, which is a very good function, right? Limited Esper here, you are able to use your blast node to change, or either you can go for legendary ability mon, or special EXP mon, or go. The concept is good. So there's actually a way for free-to-play players to obtain the time limited, but another issue comes here. First thing, this blast node is time limited, it will expire. The second thing, the ether disc is time limited, it will expire. The third thing is this echo put itself is time limited, it will expire. And then the shop here, for you to change the time limited Esper is 200 summon, 200 currency. 200 summons C, which also means that you need 200 summon. It's not going to be 100 summon, it's going to be 200 summon. So if we look at the notepad that I made here, if you want 200 summon, you're gonna times 600. You're gonna times 600 Nexus Crystal. So you're gonna need 180k Nexus Crystal if you're assuming all hard PT. Okay, but the good thing is within this first patch, because they just introduced Nocturne Echo, they're gonna free us 40 summon, which is good. Alright, so assuming your luck is bad and you're gonna need hard PT, within this free 40 summon here, you're able to trigger these two part, which is another free 10 summon, and then you're gonna have 50 summon. Then you spin a little bit more, you're gonna get another 5 ether. So if you manage to spin all the thing, the total free reward through the wave marker here is another 30 summon. So if you are actually aiming for the time limited Esper, which is 200 summon, you're gonna need another 130 summon, because 40 for free, 30 from the summon reward, so 70, and then you need another 130 summon times 600 Nexus Crystal, which means you're gonna need another 78k crystal for you to get a time limited. Okay, but within this here, you're already gonna get like 2 stage or 3 stage. Okay, but this is another issue. But the issue now is if you are using this blast node, and if you're actually trying to use the blast node on the time limited Esper that you like, you're gonna need 78 Nexus Crystal within one patch, because this Nocturne Echo only lasts for one patch. Within one patch, for you to get 78 Nexus Crystals, that's impossible. Even if you are getting a very high leaderboard, alright, even if you're getting a very high leaderboard here, so let's say the basic trophy reward, let's say you're at 1%, high enough, right? 1%. You're gonna get 600 Nexus Crystal per day. So within one patch, 21 day, you're only able to get 21 summon, which you are still lacking 109 summon. Probably you're gonna get some summon through the tower content, which will give you more Nexus Crystal, but you are not enough time. You don't have enough time for you to get 200 summon if you are actually aiming for this. But this new patch here, they give you 40 summon, and then with some with your own Nexus Crystal and some reward here, you are probably able to get your first R0 stage. This is a good thing because they actually give us free summon. But what I'm concerned about is in the future. In the future, you are not going to have this free summon. In the future, we have no idea if we're going to have this wave marker going on as well. And in the future, we have no idea. And in the future, you are not able to use a blast node because it will just expire. So this is actually a bad design, and this is something you should actually know. So I hope we can actually feedback to the devs, but go through like Dislyte, Discord. You go through like if you have the VIP VIP support, then you go feedback about them. It's too expensive. Is too time limited. Everything is time limited, and what makes me even angry is through the Nocturne Echo here, right? They keep mentioning this thing. The total spin count will be reset when the Nocturne Echo event ends. Plan ahead to avoid losses. 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 This design itself is to make us feel urgent, and within one patch long, it's not even 2 patch, like Meta arrives at least 2 patch long. Within one patch long, you have to gather so many summon in order for you to get the shop reward here. And you're not able to save the blast nodes. If they actually make us save the blast node, we can bring forward patch to patch. I think it's okay. I think we can save the blast node in the future. We slowly gather the summon in the future, then we summon more, then you're able to get the time limited Esper that you like. Okay, so it's a bad design, and then the Ether Disc 600 is too expensive. So I hope everyone that you're actually watching this video now, you can share some feedback to the Dislyte team. You go to the setting, you go to the service, and then you should find something like feedback here. Type in your feedback here. What we want to know, what we want to tell them is the blast node, don't make it time limited. Make the Ether Disc a lot more lower price. At least these two. Lower down the Ether Disc. Make the blast node permanent, or probably reduce this online union shop thing. Instead of 200, make it to like 150 or 100. It doesn't make sense. It's too expensive. It just feels too scammy. It's just not good. I'm just very disappointed with this mechanic itself. Okay, so that's the part of the Nocturne Echo. Then the other thing is the Sage Esper itself, the Umbra Esper. So Umbra Esper, the Umbra element is a brand new element into the game. So this video I won't be going through the Sage kit itself, but I'll just going through the Umbra element itself. The Sage kit itself I'll make another video, but this video I just want to rant about the Umbra Esper as well. So I don't really like adding a new element into the game, and it will actually break the rule. Oh, by the way, the meal here, they'll give you 5 Ether Discs per day, so total 40 Ether Discs, okay? So you can just claim it from the meal box. Okay, let's continue back. Adding an Umbra Esper here with a very unique mechanic, and the mechanic will actually break the game rule. So what do I mean about breaking the game rule? So for example, Dislyte Land. We all know that Dislyte Land is a very unique PvE mechanic. The boss won't get debuff, and Umbra Esper is an Esper that is as rare as Shimmer. They are on par rarity, and Umbra Esper can be used in all kind of content just like Shimmer. So let's say Ritual Miracle. In Ritual Miracle, if you're using in the expert mode, you can only use Flow or Shimmer, but you can also include Umbra in it. Okay, you can include Umbra in it. Like for example, APAP here is not limited as well, and then for the Fafnir here is also not limited. Okay, then the other thing, in Dislyte Land, the boss shouldn't get any debuff, right? But after we tested, Umbra Esper, or should I say Sage itself, he have a very unique mechanic, which is the Golden Realm debuff. The what's that called? The echo thing. Let me check it. The Echo Scar. So Echo Scar is the first Golden Realm debuff we have in game. Okay, so we have Golden Realm buff, we have Silver Realm buff, we have Golden. Then this is the first Golden Realm debuff. And what I is so disappointed is this Golden Realm debuff can actually apply into the Desert boss, and we all know that Desert boss shouldn't get any debuff. See? What is this? What is this icon here that is like we can apply debuff to the boss? Because this is a Golden Realm debuff, and Golden Realm debuff is so special that it can apply the debuff to the boss. Then why am I so mad at this, or why am I so disappointed in this mechanic? The rule itself, you shouldn't bypass the base concept mechanic of the game, which is Dislyte Land shouldn't get any debuff, but you can apply debuff to the boss. And this is intended, this is not a bug. When we do it at live stream, we're all guessing probably it's a bug, but it's intended. Okay, then the other thing is, it's not just a visual bug, it's something we can actually do to the boss. So let's say I'm gonna do some damage now. When the boss take action later, let me wait until the boss take his action, it will trigger a proc damage, which is from the Echo Scar itself. Alright, boss do damage. See, I have a 2 proc here, that is the Echo Scar debuff from Siege. So just this itself, it will actually break the game. Probably everyone is going to get 1 copy of Sage because they give you 40 summon for free, and then with some Nexus Crystal through the whole patch, you're probably able to get 1 copy of Sage because the first copy of Sage is guaranteed. Okay, the first copy of Sage is guaranteed, so everyone probably gonna have the chance to get him. But I don't really like the concept that making a new elemental and the element can actually break the game mechanic. So what makes it more ridiculous is, if we actually check Siege here, okay, not ridiculous, but something about you need to know about the Siege. So Umbra Esper here, the rival rune itself is going to use 3 elemental instead of 1. Okay, there's not going to be a Umbra boss thing. Okay, so if we compare with other thing, the rival rune upgrade here, you're gonna need every 3 element but 4 pieces of it. If we compare with other elemental character, the rival rune mechanic max is 8 per piece. So basically, if you want to level up Umbra Esper, it's gonna require you 50% extra from the rival rune mechanic. Same for the Ascension, it's gonna require you all 3 elements, but with a slightly lower price. But overall, it's still 50%. You're gonna need 10, 10, 10 each for you to Ascension it. Okay, so this is the part about Umbra Esper. And then the mechanic of the Siege, right? So if we look at the PvP here, what makes me also not really like it is, so we all know that Wu Yu doesn't get debuff. Wu Yu have a very special passive. Wu Yu won't get debuff, right? So if we check Wu Yu passive here, enemy Wu Yu here, she will have a passive that she won't get debuff. Cannot be inflicted with debuff. But Siege himself is able to inflict debuff, and more than that, it will bypass immunity. S1, look at Wu Yu. Wu Yu is having immunity buff, and Wu Yu herself is not going to get debuff, but Echo Scar can be applied to Wu Yu. So what I got is, because Echo Scar itself is not considered as a debuff, which means Calamity or the other equipment that's probably synergized with debuff, it won't work with Echo Scar. But you are so easy to apply Echo Scar, you can actually bypass immunity and the mechanic immunity itself, which also means that this effect here will also apply to Suizai and Momo. So no one is able to avoid the Echo Scar debuff. Okay, another thing about Echo Scar is, so let's say Wu Yu breakdance, it will trigger the proc every time Wu Yu takes an action. Okay, so now we have 2 stacks of Echo Scar, everyone get 1 Echo Scar. When they take 1 action, they will get damage proc. Okay, let me trigger Wu Yu breakdance. Okay, Wu Yu breakdance. So Wu Yu breakdance here, it do damage to me. She had 3 Echo Scar, she will proc 3 times of damage. And then if Wu Yu breakdance again, it will trigger another Echo Scar damage every action. So probably you already know that counter attack also triggers. So Suizai and Momo, every time when they counter attack and when they have Echo Scar, they will keep getting the Echo Scar proc. Probably that's the solution they wanted to give to counter Momo and Suizai, since they are so meta in PvP. I don't mind Siege can counter Suizai or Momo, but I don't really like the fact that they can bypass immunity buff itself and bypass the unique Esper mechanic that won't get debuff. Yeah, so probably that's just only me, but you can also feel free to comment down what is your thoughts about this. If you don't really like this update, like me, I also don't really like it, you can comment, you can go to in-game feedback to them, to the Dislyte team. If you are a spender and you actually spend enough to have the VIP support, please tell the VIP support to lower down the enter this price, and probably don't make the blast node into time limited. Having a blast node in time limited is a very scammy move. At least make the blast node permanent, lower down the ether this price, and yeah, I think this is the only 2 ways we can make this patch slightly better. That's the only 2 ways I would say. Why would I say there's actually still a chance? Because if we look at the game optimization, all the game optimization we have at a few months ago is actually made by me and also the community itself. For example, Meta Ira S3. Do you guys still remember that I actually made a video about Meta Ira S3? Damage is too high at R0D0. It's doing 1 million damage. It's not okay, right? And in the end, me and also the whole community like giving feedback to the team, they actually change it. And then Badrun, they increase the max HP reduction, they make it higher, they increase some base attribute and also increase the damage defense ignore from Badrun. They make Badrun slightly more better. They make Zhou Hong slightly more better. They make Sui Zai and Hide passive to allow them to get Golden Realm buff. Previously, it's not able to get the Golden Realm, right? And then we have enough Furries and we have enough voice out to make Sui Zai stronger. Also including the Sui Zai Razzle buff as well. So there's still chance for us to actually make this better. I can't say make it right because no way they're gonna take back the Umbra update. Umbra update is definitely gonna come and there's more in the future, but at least make the blast node permanent so free-to-play player can slowly gather their summon or just summon for the blast node. They can slowly gather the blast node to purchase the limited Esper they missed in the past. For example, like Meta Li Ling or Meta Yin Chuan. So you won't feel so bad because you by summoning this Echo Pool. And the price 600 is too expensive. It's triple the price of Gold Record. You're not able to get Wishstone through this mechanic. But if you can still get Wishstone if you summon the legendary Esper, and then you get the Mono Prism, and then you buy it through the Mono Prism shop. This part here. If you get it, oh, I get lucky here, huh? You can use the Mono Prism to buy Wishstone here. But if you're at R6, but this pool here, it won't give you Wishstone. It will only give you Blast Node, but stupid time limited. Yeah, basically that's it. If you have any question about this Nocturne Echo or I probably missed out, you can also feel free to comment down and let me know, then I can answer you. Probably I missed out something without explaining. Oh, by the way, the current pool here is going to be Siege as the Umbra Esper. Then there's other few Esper, which is a pretty good choice, which is using Sakura Elif, Nathaniel, Lian, Valeria, Bedown is stupid, Hilda, Chuyao, Lian. Overall, the Esper, if you lose the 50-50, won't feel too bad because there's actually good Esper, but they did not give us early announcement. You have no saving. I believe most of the players don't have the currency to actually summon him other than the 21 day. Within the 21 day, we keep saving for Nexus Crystal and the 40 summon they provided. So the first copy of Legend, you're definitely gonna get Siege. So you will win the 50-50 for the first one. After that, you're not able to win. So yeah, basically that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to comment down what you guys think about it, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is JenMP, SPVCEJVMQ, Trendcan, thank you so much for your support. And also special thanks for the supporter or patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwaltz, Rimu, Chani, Antonio Winterspoon, Cragran, Calamity, Rocco Standions, Jordan Alons. Special thanks for your support. And also special thanks for the Super Thanks MVP, HMZ, RY, and X, Reeds. Thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest 10. Thank you so much for Code Wardeners, Calamity, Agni, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Chani. Thank you so much for your support.